Can you hear me now? Hello. Okay, good. So, what I was wanting to come on here and talk about is with this Texas. And and thinking about the families and these children, and with was there warning signs? Do we fail as a society to look out at these warning signs to see what in the heck is going on with these we need to protect our children. We need to protect the lives of all of these children. And I was seeing where the mom on these different posts, where in one post she says that she was extremely surprised by what her son did, that he wasn't a violent person, that there was no signs of anything like this with her son. And then I read from other people, just turned 18 himself. Yes, Heather. But then the mom's live-in boyfriend says that he was a very troubled child. The mom kicked him out of the house because he was violent with her, because she turned off the internet, that he would go around the neighborhood shooting kids, other people, with BB guns and different things like that. It's like, is this mother trying to protect her child's name, or is she, the older sister's worse, really? Or is the mother that type of that everybody deserves a trophy, that we're all winners? There had to be some sort of warning signs. You talk to all the people that he I'm doing a live. All the people that he went to school with, that he went to work with, and they said that he had very aggressive behavior. He quit school, which I'm not judging on that. The grandfather said that he was a quiet teenager that spent time in his bedroom. Hi, Betty Boop. Hi, September. Hello, SoCal, everyone that's coming in. His co-workers that he worked at Wendy's said that he was a demented teen. He was rude and creepy and scruffy, and they kept a distance from him because they felt unsafe. So could this have been prevented? Is this something that, if somebody would have said something, that this could have somehow been prevented? And I read another, where the grandparents said that they did, where he told people that he had talked about, for his job, where he was buying guns and ammo for his job, and that he had spent roughly about $4,000 on these weapons. And that he was saving his money to do this. And the grandparents said that they had no idea that he even bought these. It just is such a it's such a touchy subject, and it's so sad. And you think about, could this have been something that could have been prevented? If people saw warning signs. I mean, the mother's saying that this kid he was a good kid, no signs of this. You don't just all of a sudden become a mass murderer. Sorry. This kid was killing puppies as a child. And then all of a sudden, this happens. And I saw where they said he was in an accident and he got away from the police. How did this happen? How did the police not, at least take him out by an ankle or something to prevent this, as they saw him going in the school? And it reminds me, I live in Michigan, and the Crumbly case that just happened a few months ago. And, same thing. The kid actually told his parents, there's something wrong with me. I need to go see a doctor. I'm hearing voices. I need to see a doctor. And his dad told him to suck it up. His grandfather said that he would turn him in for the guns and that he was very quiet. Yeah. And that's what his grandfather said. But then the mother's boyfriend is saying, that he was a loose cannon, and his work friends were saying that too, that they described him as a demented teen, rude and creepy. And they kept their distance because they felt unsafe. I just, I don't know. And the Crumbleys, they're on trial right now because they failed as parents. The kid actually told his parents, you know what, I need help. And the parents completely just disregarded their son. Dad told him to suck it up. And they're on trial right now. It's here in Michigan, and he just shot up the Oxford High School, which is about 45 minutes from where I live. And and he told, he wrote things on this, papers. The parents decided, they didn't want to take him home from school. That one could have been prevented too. But where is a society that we are failing our children? Yeah, September is a bad deal. It's terrible. I know that as a parent, I have 5 kids. If I thought something was off on my kids, as much as I love my kids, as much as I love my grandkids, I have a duty to that. I would speak up and do something. I wouldn't just turn a blind eye and say, oh, Johnny's not, stomping on puppies. I would get my child help. If I thought that my kid, or knew that my kid was buying a gun, I certainly wouldn't buy it for him like the Crumbleys did. Or, something, but I wouldn't sit and just turn a blind eye and just say, oh, my son wouldn't do something like that. When are we going to wake up and start holding kids accountable again? I know that I'm 49. Back when I went to school, there wasn't stuff that happened like this. Exactly, Betty Boop. If your child's asking for help, you get them help. Otherwise, you fail as a parent. You fail. And, but there wasn't this kind of stuff going on back when we were in school. I mean, that was like extremely rare if something like this happened. Now you're scared to turn on the TV. You don't want to turn on your TV because there's going to be some sort of horrible tragedy. I don't know. Things like this September did not happen when we were kids. And you know why? Because our parents held us responsible and accountable for our actions. Because that's the way that they were raised. Right, for cigarettes. Or you might get into an actual fight on the playground or the lunchroom or something. And I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked at what this world has come to. I'm telling you, we need a whole lot of Jesus around here. And I think that parents need to take the reins back, take away this, from the schools and them saying, the schools can't discipline, the kids can't discipline, or, the parents, you can't discipline, you can't be disciplined in school. I'm not saying beat your child. I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. I was not a hitter, but, you can have discipline and teach your child that there is consequences for your actions. Everybody's not a winner. I always taught my kids that. You know what? You either win or you lose. That's, not everybody's a winner. If you don't win, you got to try harder next time. My boys were really into sports. They were football players. They were wrestlers. They rode, my youngest, he rode bulls. Hey, not everybody wins, and try harder next time. So you either win. I always taught my boys when they wrestled, you either win, you lose, or you learn something. There's 3 things. But nobody's a loser. Either win, you lose, or you learn something. And, this whole thing with the schools and telling kids, your parents can't discipline you. They can't do this. You call the police if they're going to do this. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's why there's these kids, this child, that because the grandma was on the phone with the phone company, he shoots his grandma in the head. Right, Betty Boop. Get your kids interested in school activities, outside activities. I never let my kids, if they want, I did not let them have video games, but it was limited. It was limited. If it was nice outside, you're going outside and playing. You're going to go, and they were so busy with sports that they really didn't have time to get in trouble. And, there has to be a limit. There has to be something that needs to be done. And I think it's the way that I think we need to change the way our society thinks. And it's going to have to start with a younger generation of parents. Otherwise, what is this world going to be like when my grandchildren go to school? I already have some in school, but the younger ones. Yeah, Betty, but you don't have to hit your kids. You don't have to hit them um, and teach them, oh, well, I can hit you, so I'm bigger than you. There's different ways that you can sit and punish your children and to teach them consequences for their actions. You don't have to hit. I think one of the stupidest things I've ever seen a parent do was a toddler to hit a toddler because they were hitting them. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's like, oh, you're hitting me, so I'm going to hit you back. That's stupid. But there is a lot of ways. Hit them where it hurts. Take their phone away. Ground them. Don't sit and let them off grounding because they're getting on your nerves, and say, oh, well, you're okay, go outside, you're done, you're off grounding, you're getting on my nerves. So, but I don't know. I just, and I want my channel to be positive and, things, but this has bothered me all night, all day. And I just kept thinking, it's like, where are we failing as a society that things like this are happening over and over again? And it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart that this is a thing. This is new. Like, this is our life now. This is our world. Yeah, no TV, no hanging out with your friends. You're grounded. Yeah, you don't have to hit them. And some parents should not be parents. You're right. My son and daughter-in-law are foster parents, and you're exactly right. They shouldn't be. There is some parents that should not be parents. My really good friend has had over 200, which I'm going to have her on one of these days, and she has wrote a book, and she has had over 200 foster kids. And she's probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. And she's lost 2 of her own biological children at a very young age. They both died. And she has taken her grief and turned it into doing good for others. And she's wrote a book, and I'm going to have her on and talk about, what she's done with her and taken her grief and has turned it into positive and helping other people. And okay, September. But I just wanted to read, leave on, a positive note. I know that Shorty's gonna come on soon, so I didn't want to keep, but I just, what can we do as a society, as parents, as people to make a change, to be a change for our young people? What can we do to make a difference in our if there is something that we do notice, do we turn a blind eye, or do we say something? nowadays you can't not say anything, because we don't know what another person is capable of doing, and but on a positive note, enough of the sadness, but we need to keep the families in our prayers and our thoughts, because it's so tragic. And I can't imagine. They say that there's 19 kids now. So 17 of the 19 were identified. I don't know about the other 2, is what I've read of as of today, earlier. So, but I am a very spiritual person, and I love reading positive quotes and daily affirmations. And I have these daily affirmation cards called the Spirit Junkie. And there's 52 of them, and I just love these cards. They're beautiful. They're not a tarot card or anything. They're just affirmation cards. And I always read these every day. And I had 4 that came out that I read today. And just in a positive, the first one is, all that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. And I love to read these cards every day, and I start my morning with them. And it just helps me start my day. And another one is, compassion is my compass. I'm willing to hold space for the experience of others. I just think they're so pretty, because we do really need some compassion in this world. We really do. And then, my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. And the more I honor my inner light, the more I brighten the world. I choose to shine. That was my favorite one today. Choose to shine. With all the darkness that's going on in the world, we need to shine. Spread love, positivity. There's so much of this, going on and all around us. It seems like everywhere we look, there's negativity. Whether it's, our home life, our work life, on YouTube, everywhere we go, there's something, it's negative. Everywhere we look. And I want to choose to shine. And have compassion. And love. For everybody. We need that in this world. For strangers. You have to choose happiness, and you have to choose joy. Otherwise, you're going to be depressed. Betty, went through a spell where I had an issue with depression, and I decided that I was going to choose joy. I'm going to choose to be happy. It's a choice. Every day when you wake up, you have a choice. You have a choice on how you look at things. You have a choice of things that we say. When we say something to another person, you have to think about, is this going to matter 5 years from now? 5 minutes from now? How is that going to make this other person feel? Is what I'm going to say going to bring this person joy, or is it going to bring them sadness? We have a choice every day. I know that our life here on earth is short. We're not promised 5 minutes from now. I want to make a difference in somebody's life. If I can, one person, that's it. When my time on this earth is done, someone says, you know what, Jane, you made a difference to me because you were kind, or you smiled at me when I was really sad, or something simple. It doesn't have to be anything that's a big deal. But I want to choose in my life to have kindness. You know, we just don't know what other people are going through. We just don't know. So the next time you're in the grocery store, smile at the person behind you. They might need it. You know, open a door for somebody. You might, make someone laugh. You know, money, kindness doesn't cost money. You know, it doesn't cost anything to be kind. You know, you can pay it forward without it costing you a dime. Or we could live in this world where we live in negativity. We can, well, this person did this to me, and this person's talking about this, and guess what? This person said this about you. You know what? I don't have time for that in my life. I don't want that in my life. And you make your husband laugh all the time. Yeah. You know, if we can just have that little bit of joy, you know, we're going to feel better about ourselves. I could sit there, I've been very sick for the past 3 years, and I could sit there and I could dwell on my illnesses, and I could say, gosh, I have this, I have these headaches, and I have this autoimmune disease, and I have that autoimmune disease. And you know what? I'm not going to let it get me down. Do I feel like crap sometimes? Yeah, I do. But you know what? I get up, I show up, I still go to work every day because moving makes me feel better, and a positive attitude makes me feel better. So, do I have headaches? Yep. Do I not feel like getting out of bed? Yep. Do I feel like calling into work? Yep. But you know what? I still go and I make the best day that I can. Because I'm going to feel like crap laying in bed. Yeah, being down makes you sicker. It does. So if I'm not where, if I can physically get up out of bed, I am getting up out of bed. I can't, I can't because and I did get in a slump when, when the C word happened, and, we're all working from home, and, and I did get into a slump. I did. I, I didn't want to, and I still, find it hard. Like, I don't want to go out. I'm comfortable here in my house, but, and I did get in a slump where I didn't want to get up, and I didn't want to do anything. I mean, I still got up and went to work, and things like that, because I worked from home. But I it makes me feel better to get up and at least do something, and but and my doctor, my rheumatologist, told me, you have to keep moving. If you don't keep moving, that's it. So, I have to, I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep on swimming. Like Dory says, I'm just going to keep on swimming. And, but, like I said, I just wanted to come on and just see, I just want to shed some, some positive light on a terrible situation. Everybody pray. Everybody have a watchful eye on things that that we could see if there's flags to prevent something like this. We can do better. People need to do better. And I think that if each person just tries to make a little bit of a positive mark on society, maybe we'll get there a little bit. That's what we got to do. Keep on going. That's right. That's right, September. We just keep on swimming. So I'll let you guys go, because I know that you are going to go to see I think Shorty's coming on soon. But I just wanted to come on, and I've only done, this is only the second one I've done, second live, but thank you guys for coming in and supporting me, and I appreciate it. And I hope that you guys all shine and keep smiling. And I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you over at Shorty's in a little bit.